With the 18th pick in the 2013 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Shane Larkin from the University of Miami. Shane is in the building.
You bet he is, and so is his Hall of Fame father, Barry Larkin.
Did they just take 2 straight point guards?
I think the Hawks are making up for the draft that they took Marvin Williams when they could have possibly got Darren Williams and Chris Paul. Now they're going to take the 2 best point guards they feel that are available so they don't miss this time.
Did David Kahn get hired as a consultant by them?
There have been a lot of guys drafting 2 of a kind, and I don't know if they're the same kind of player. Certainly we've seen Schroeder highlights, and we got a chance to see what Larkin can do over the course of this past season. His great run at Miami.
Jalen is always jealous of anybody who were the guys in this draft, the legacy guys?
There are a few legacy guys. Shane Larkin, obviously Tim Hardaway Jr.
Glenn Rice Jr.
They have the pedigree of their parents and the support group. But this young man really wowed people, Jay, at the combine with his athleticism.
44-inch vertical. He's only 5'10", but he's excellent off of pick and rolls. And he does a good job coming off. He ran it with Kenny Kaji a lot, who's a pick and pop big. And another guy that does a really good job of reading those screens. He got most of his offense, both scoring and assists, off of screen and roll, which is what you run in the NBA. That was 47% of his offense came off screen and roll. I like the pick. Even though he's small, I think Shane Larkin is going to be a good NBA player.
Reese, I feel betrayed because Shane Larkin does not have a big wingspan. So you can't like him, but then he has a bad wingspan, Jay.
I can like him still.
No, you got to pick your lane. You're a wingspan.
You got to stay in my
pro
lane.
wingspan. Pick your lane.
Cleveland is on the clock. They've already told Andy Katz that they're going to keep the #1 overall pick, Anthony Bennett. However, it appears that Atlanta might not be able to say the same thing about their most recent pick. Andy, what do you have on that?
Yeah, let's hold on once again with the hats. The Mavs confirming that they are getting Shane Larkin. Still putting together the pieces of this deal. But as it stands now, Dallas will receive the rights to Shane Larkin. This thing is still being put together as we speak.
All right, Andy, we'll see if that perhaps is news to Shane, who becomes the highest drafted player ever from the University of Miami. Shane and Shane, a couple of ACC legends side by side.
A couple of Miami Shanes right here. I had the pleasure of watching this guy all year long. Had a heck of a year. Wow, how's it feel to get drafted?
It's a great feeling, you know, just working your whole life to get to this position, and then just to actually be here and walk across stage and shake David Stern's hand is just amazing feeling. Now I just can't wait to get to whatever city I'm going to and start playing.
Your dad's obviously a Hall of Famer. What did he mean to you in your career?
He means a lot to me. He's like my role model. He played 19 years with the same team, well respected in Cincinnati. He's always been a humble guy. So I just want to have that same type of career that he had in the MLB.
All right, well, Shane, congratulations. Got a bright future. Reese?
Shane and Shane, thank you very much. By the way, you know, Barry Larkin, who you heard Shane mention, both Shanes, a baseball Hall of Famer, and he dreamed of the day that his son would follow in his footsteps. But Shane's baseball career ended early, and just about every year Barry would ask him if he wanted to pick it back up. Shane was just fine with basketball, and I'm sure that Dad is most proud of what has happened tonight. Barry Larkin, the Hall of Famer, with Heather Cox.
Reese, thanks so much. In fact, Shane told me that he used to dribble a basketball in the Reds dugout instead of playing baseball. And Barry, Shane said that when he was about 8 years old, you would tape his basketball games. You guys would go home and watch them together. At what point did you realize that he had the potential and that he'd make the NBA someday?
I don't know if I ever thought he had the potential to make the NBA. I mean, this is absolutely incredible. But, you know, he always was a good player. He always was vertically challenged, but, you know, he was always the most aggressive one on the court. He was always the best player on the court, and I just saw him continue to progress when he went to high school, and then when he went to the University of Miami, it was like year after year, you could just see him getting better. You know, he's a really smart kid. He's just very aggressive, and he expects to be successful.
And everybody I talked to said even like as a 5-year-old, as a youngster, he'd be out actually playing baseball with you. And you had scouts coming up to you and saying, hey, I'm going to sign this guy. How surprised were you seeing the success that he had as a youngster in baseball that he switched to basketball?
Well, you know, he went through a pretty traumatic experience. You know, he really enjoyed baseball until he got to a situation where a coach wouldn't let him play the way that he wanted to. he kind of struggled. You know, he always was, you know, doing something and just very involved. It just happened that after that experience with baseball, he just kind of turned his focus to football and basketball. And like I said, he's just very determined. He's just been really good all the time.
Things have a funny way of working out. Congratulations. I know you're a proud dad tonight.
Absolutely.
Enjoy it. Reese.
You know what's happened to that Little League baseball coach who wouldn't let Shane